Snakes. My name is Dan, and today it's Podcast Tuesday once again, and we are literally we less than a week away from Duskmourn pre-release, and a bit over a week away from Duskmourn release. So let's just go over to 10 cards from the new Duskmourn set that that might be playable in constructed. And by constructed I mean pioneer, modern, pauper, and maybe some other like formats like legacy or but not standard or commander because almost any new card can be played in standard. I mean, friggin' Bloom, bro. There's so many decks revolving the new animals like you got squirrels, you got bats, you got friggin' lizards as well. I mean, they're not very good, but they still do something. I mean, they're like even a but I mean, and now Duskmourn. I mean, they have also some some really cool cards for standard and well, a few cards that will be useful in other formats. We're primarily looking at Pioneer, Modern, and Pauper here today. And Commander's a fun format. I mean, any like rare or mythic would be like usable in Commander, and that's why they also have this other Commander set included with the set. I mean, they you just get a bunch of stuff, but we're talking about competitive here. We're talking about actual constructed. So let's go in to our combo involving a card from Bloomberg, and we got Banishing Knack, Mott's Opal, and Valley Flood Caller. Ideally, you should have Metalcraft with this combo. I mean, two other artifacts, because Mott's Opal counts itself. But what you do is you cast a Banishing Knack on the Valley Flood Caller or on any uh, otter or bird or frog or rat you have. I mean, if you have Valley Flood Caller on the battlefield, of course. But so you basically what you do is you do infinite ETBs, infinite untapping effects like infinite power and toughness on all your birds, frogs, otters, and rats. And if you have Metalcraft, it's infinite mana too, like infinite mana of every color to be precise. This is basically the new version of the uh let me just see. I forgot. Was it Rona? Uh, Not sure. I remember. Yeah, Rona, the new Rona combo. Practically saying. So yeah. Not better, but still. Still works. Let's just go to a non-go. And we got a tradition I mean, legacy players refer to as non-go, by the way. Well, it's a legacy non-go. I mean, Swords of Plowshares is getting reprinted in the Commander set for Duskmourn. But, well, basically this is the non-bow because Delver of Secrets, the focus is to transform this from 1-1 to 3-2. So you beat down your opponent with it. But then Swords of Plowshares gives the opponent life. So that's actually considered a non-bow because you're just going to because you're slowing yourself down to defeat the opponent, which is why other removals are used instead of Swords of Plowshares. But yeah, that's basically our non-bow here. Let's go to our number 10, which we got removal up first. And it is Come Back Wrong. Slightly more expensive version of Fell, which is free mana. I mean, instead of being 2 mana, it's free mana. You destroy a creature, And if it hits the graveyard, you take it under control and you sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end of your next end step. So this would only work. There's like footsteps of the Goryo, uh, but on a removal. So like, so all this card is So what it does is you just kill something, and then for one turn you can just um use its ETBs like triggers, activate abilities. If it has haste, attack the opponent, and that's it. And that's just it. Because it sacrifices at the beginning of your end step, so you can't block with it. To attack with it, you need to have haste. I mean, so this is just a good counter for a Tratsa. Because if you kill Tratsa with comeback wrong, you are getting a trigger of a Tratsa for yourself. Oh, and don't forget some of the modern staples. Don't forget um, Solitude. I mean, you kill Solitude, and then you get to Swords of Plowshare or something, or some other similar stuff with overpowered ETB triggers. Let's just go to modern metagame. I mean, I doubt this is going to be playing modern, but Pioneer could manage as well. Amdrapture gives you 2 energies. Well, Flage does lightning elits. Johnny creates you a cat. And Slot Pride will trigger. Ends up if you somehow gain life. Yeah. And, but, come back wrong. Oh, shoot. Well, come back wrong. It's just a removal. It's just. Honestly, I think it's meant to counter, it's a hard counter to Atratsa. But honestly, why not play Fel? I mean, but come back wrong is not that bad. Let me just check. Because Footsteps of the Goryo is like, what it does is just a free mana sorcery that brings you back a creature from your graveyard to battlefield, and you have to sacrifice it being that end step. That's literally like half of the come back wrong. So let's just go into our number 9, and we got a new and upgraded version of Revoke Evil, but as an uncommon. Exercise, 2 mana, sorcery. Exile target artifact, enchantment, or creature of power 4 or greater. This is going to be a new addition to many sideboards, as it allows you to exile more than just artifacts or enchantments. So this is almost strictly better than Revoke Existence. Was it Revoke Existence? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, Revoke Existence. The issue is Revoke Existence is a common, which is why it's played in Pauper. But this is uncommon, so it's only gonna see play in Pioneer and maybe Modern. Depending on. Well, Modern, to be fair, has like lots of One Rings. This is a hard counter to One Ring because it can friggin' exile it, bypassing the indestructibility of the ring, and also can get rid of big creatures like Primeval Titan. Chances are, Primeval Titan, chances are you're gonna be dead. But exiles friggin' Flage. Oh, what else? Atratsa. And what else? Murktide Regent. Basically any Eldrazi as well. And yeah, it's like it could also substitute like Destroy Evil in some decks. Destroy Evil is like it's an instant. That's the only offense which destroys you a enchantment or a creature of toughness 4 greater, not power 4 greater. But exercise is basically that but better at a sorcery. Let's just go into our number 8, where we got a brand new board wipe. And it is we got Split Up. Split Up is another of a kind of, it's 3 mana sorcery that you can either destroy all tapped creatures or destroy all untapped creatures. Mostly 3 mana board wipes are only seen in are only seen in red or in black. So this is actually uh, a rare case of a white board for free mana. I mean, only last time you got, I mean, we got one of those was like temporary lockdown, which is temporary. I mean, we go to mana value exactly free, white, and the rules test is like, oh, let's just search. All right, let me just see how many are those. Well, let's just see. Hmm. I think that was. But well, blinding light. That's not really board right, but you just there's a free mana sorcery that taps all non-white creatures, but that's not really board right. And it's been like such a long time since that was reprinted, so it's not even modern league or anything. I mean, let's see. Um, hmm. Citywide Bust. Free mana sorcery destroy all creatures with toughness 4 greater. We also got Clean Fall, but that's destroy all enchantments, which is a different version of cleansing meditation, um, which allows you to destroy all enchantments. And if you have threshold, take the enchantments you have back. And well, let's see what else. Well, detention speed that's not really a board type, and neither is Deputy's detention, but um, I mean, yeah, it's just well, in Arena we got Divine Purge, which exiles all artifacts and creatures with MP 3 or less, and they perpetually gain cost 2 more to cast, and they enter tap. But then the owners may play them exiled. So, yeah. What else? And well, I think that's just about. I mean, let's see. I don't see many. Yeah, I mean, I was right. There's barely anything that just there's barely any free mana board wipes in in white. So yeah, this is actually a good one because you kill either every single tapped feature or every untapped feature. So this for a control deck would just kill, like they attack you and you just kill them all, or if they're just holding up something. I mean, you could kill everything. That's like because usually the enemy's creatures will be either tapped or untapped. I mean, so this will wipe out like most of your opponent's creatures. I mean, the only ones that won't be killed are likely the summoning sickness ones. If you're going for the tapped ones, yeah, that just attacks you. So, oh, wait a minute! I just found out there is one card that removes poison counters. So, from yourself. What? How did no one? How did I not know about this card? What? All right. But yeah, that's basically well, out of time. That also that's also a free mana board wipe. I mean, well, Paraceline that destroys all enchantments and you gain 1 life for each enchantment destroyed this way. Okay, not bad. And what else? Um, let's see. That's it. That's it, I think. Oh wait, Retribution of the Meek. That wasn't that, but that's a long time ago. So, hmm. So yeah, yeah. That's basically it. I mean, there's literally not many board wipes. I mean, more for like other stuff. But oh, Slaughter the Strong. That also existed. Yeah, but it doesn't kill everything. I mean, it lets everyone keep 4 power. That's it. So, Tempest of Light. Oh, okay. Instant speed destroy one champions. Wow. Tivadar's you say destroy all goblins? What? That's specific. But yeah, there used to be like a long time ago, but now there aren't many. But we're finally getting another one. Let's just go to our number 7, and we got an unwanted remake, brand new removal that would be played in Pioneer, maybe Modern. 1 mana instant, destroy target creature. Its controller manifests dread. An alternative to um to um path to exile or um or swords to plowshare. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah, that's basically the dark. I did not know about leeches, but well, yeah. Let's just go in. How many like 1 mana value exactly one that has a exile because the other ones are like 1 mana exiles. I mean, well, there's like a a white fatal push or something similar because it destroys other exile. But huh? Oh shoot! Wait! Hold up. Exile target. Uh, exile target creature and exactly 1 mana. Let me just see. How many are there? Um, so we got um. Let's see. There's still a bunch, but not as much as before. Let me just see. So yeah, we got Blazing Hope. That's just practically unplayable. 1 mana instant. Exile target creature power greater than or equal to your life total. So yeah. And what else we got? Well, there's a Chain to the Rocks, which temporarily exiles a creature under one of your mountains. And that's the same. And there's also a similar one, no, just on Thin Ice, which is Chain to the Rocks, but for snow. And well, we got what else? Hmm, not much, honestly. There's just like Dispatch. Oh, that was the one I was looking for. Dispatch. 1 mana, instant attack a creature, but if you have Metalcraft, exile that creature. So yeah. And oh yeah, there's also Elspeth Smite. Just forgot about that one. But yeah, that's basically yep. Unwanted remake also can be used on your own creatures, cause it's controller manifest dread. It's not the opponent that manifests dread. So if you hit it on one of your indestructible creatures, that is a 1 mana 2/2 at instant speed. Just saying. So you can unwanted remake on one of your indestructible creatures to just get the bonus. So let's just go into our number 6. And we got Screaming Nemesis. A free mana free spirit with haste. If it's dealt damage, deals that much damage to any other target. And if a player gets hit by the Screaming Nemesis, they can't gain life for the rest of the game. Oh, and there's no way of removing that effect. Just saying. So Screaming Nemesis just tries to, like, I mean, it's if it hits naturally a player, then there's nothing else happens. It's just if it gets hit, it hits someone else and stops them from gaining life forever. So this is a new rampaging Ferocidon that won't go and one-sided. Like I mean, it literally stops the opponent from gaining life, not you, and you, and they have no way of like getting rid of it. So they just can't gain life like permanently. Oh, which brings me to another one. There was this uh let me just see Transcendence. Hit yourself with Screaming Nemesis, then you won't die to Transcendence because Transcendence makes it so if you have 20 or more life, you lose. You don't lose for having 0 or less life. When you lose life, you gain 2 life for each 1 life lost. So Screaming Nemesis, if you hit yourself with a Screaming Nemesis due to the effect, then that's it. Um, then you don't then you don't gain life, and you just friggin' transcend opponent literally like that. But let's just go to our number 5, and we got Tivar the Pummeler. Possibly better than the OG Azuri. Free mana, free. Legendary Elf Warrior. Tap another untapped creature you control. Tivar gains indestructible on turn, tap it. So, basically, in case you didn't know, Azuri is just 2/2 instead of free, and regenerates other elves for 1 green. But not himself. Tivar regenerates himself for, regenerate. Grants indestructible and taps. And for 5 mana, gives all your creatures +S until turn, where S is the greatest power among creatures you control, which is most likely going to be at least free. Now, Azuri only gives +3/+3 and trample to elves. The only difference is that Azuri gives trample. Tivar does not. However, I still see Tivar being slightly better than Azuri because it goes for all the creatures. I mean, you could have like bunch of other creature types in the deck. It doesn't have to be an elf tribe, and Tivar would still be good. I mean, it's just when you're playing an elf tribal, Tivar or Zuri. That's a debate. But Tivar, the thing is that Tivar can just protect himself. Zuri can protect the other elves, but not himself. And the opponents were gonna very likely try to kill Zuri, not the other elves, when Zuri's on the battlefield. So yeah. So Azuri's regeneration ability is kind of useless because Azuri's going to be the one dying to removal, not the other elves. Let's go to our number 4. And We got Ghost Vacuum, a new variation of the unlicensors. Instead, which is half the mana, half the cards edged out. But I bet you got better stuff to do with those edged out cards than what the unlicensors can do. Because unlicensors allows you to it can is a vehicle that's power to is based on the number of cards edged out of it. But if you use it, I mean, it's most likely gonna be a defender. I mean, if you attack with it, then yeah, that's two cards you can't edge out that turn. But it can become a heavy hitter as the game progresses. But Ghost Vacuum, just right from the beginning, it's a one-man artifact that keeps on like exiting stuff from grip. So you can snipe out the Phlages, the Atraxas, and just basic cards. Even from stealth, if you're playing a Murktide, well, I mean, I heavily doubt you're gonna Ghost Vacuum yourself with a Murktide on the battlefield. I mean, that's the job of the Frog, but still, Ghost Vacuum in the late game after capturing a bunch of of creatures with the Ghost Vacuum. I mean, it can capture any card. It's just if it captures a creature, you can get it back later on. Like for 6 mana tap, sacrifice the Ghost Vacuum to release all the creatures and under your control with a flying counter on them, and they are 1/1 spirits. Sorcery speed ability though, but in the late game, this could like impact. I mean, Flage, that's gonna be one like uh lightning helix effect. Murktide, I mean, if you can edge out some stuff, then that'll be great. But don't forget the don't forget Ulamog. I mean, if the opponent for whatever reason edges out some discards a Ulamog or something, you can just snipe it out with the graveyard and just and you get and you get Ulamog, like the new Ulamog I'm talking about, not the OG or the middle one. But still, I mean, still, even if the creatures just have like powerful abilities, they're still like worth taking. With but I heavily doubt you're gonna do that last part. It's just a good graveyard. It's just a new variation of the Scrabbling Claws, Relic of Progentis. I mean, because this lets you snipe out the cards. I mean, Relic of Progentis and Scrabbling Claws lets the opponent like choose which card to add. I mean, if you target yourself, of course, you can get rid of the cards yourself. But Ghost Vacuum, this will be a new sideboard card. Let's go to our number 3. It is we got a Pauper land cycle, the 13 lands. They are common lands that enter tapped unless the player has 13 or less life. And they add for 2 colors. So and basically for now it says L rarity, which is land rarity instead of common. But I heavily doubt they won't let this card be in Pauper. I'm pretty sure this will be Pauper League. I mean, because I was searching through like legendary creatures that are Pauper League, and you only get like a few from Legends and Skoa. That's it. Not even the Prismatic Piper or the other one are Pauper League. They're friggin' special rarities. They're not even common. I mean, they have the common symbol, but they're special. They're not common, so they're not Pauper legal. So yeah, but I think this will be like Pauper legal. I mean, it's literally common. It's a freaking land. I think this is the first ever common dual land that may enter untapped. This is game breaking, guys. I mean, Pauper, like you either play like monocolor lands that can enter like untapped, or you just play dual color that enter tapped. I mean, you got the indestructible artifact lands, life gain lands, snow duels, or ordinary duels. I mean, that's just about it. But this cycle, the 13 land cycle, that will enter tapped unless someone has 13 or less lives. better hope Wizards makes more of these untappable, like, dual commons. But let's go to our number two, the real dual lands of the set that will be played in other formats. In case if you're not interested in Pauper, we got an alternative. A new variation of the check land. So anyone remembers a tainted land cycle? I mean, let me just see. Tainted. There was a land cycle which would tap for colorless and would tap for black or another color only if you have a swamp. I mean, you have Tainted Field, Tainted Isle, Tainted Peak, and Tainted Wood. So, yeah. But this is like a brand new cycle which taps for one color but can tap for the other one only if you have a plains or an island. This is a new variation of the dual land. A new variation of a dual land. I mean, I'm kind of surprised how many dual lands Wizards trying to make. I mean, they don't. This one doesn't even enter tap. I mean, it's literally almost better than a friggin' basic. I mean, this is like, I don't know what you call these, but I think I'd call them half lands. I'm not sure. What do you guys would call this cycle of lands? I mean this already taps for one colors. So this example is would be better than the plains basically because you tap for white, but then if you have a plains or an island, it taps for white or blue. So yeah, and it doesn't enter tap. So this is actually very good. I mean, so yeah, flood farm verge. I don't know what this cycle is. I mean, yeah, I mean half land. I'll call them half lands. So yeah, let's go to our number one, and we got so Pioneer. I think Pioneer decks might be like a a white deck that could like emerge with the Reluctant Role Model 2-mana 2/2 Human Survivor with Survival. Wait, Survivor? I did not know that was a creature type, but yeah. With Survival, if it gets a flying, lifelink, or +1/+1 counter on it. And your creatures have modular. As in, when they die, they can put their counters on other creatures. So this could spark a Selesnya of hardened scales, or just I mean hardened scales in general. Just could be like used because it's stacks of counters. I mean, you can and it just transfers like it just. I mean, modern only goes for like artifact creatures, but this is for like any creature. So yeah, I mean the survival effects aren't really that good. I mean, I misread before and I thought it was better, but that second ability, bro, modular, man. I mean, it's friggin' modular. So yeah, and oh, and you can and so yeah, this is actually very cool though. So yeah, that's and it's 2 mana, two mana 2/2. So yeah, I think Reluctant Role Model might be used in a Pioneer or Modern deck. I mean, there could be a Hardened Skills shell with this card. Anyways, congratulations. You have reached the end of the podcast. So why don't you like and subscribe and follow Viandre, share friends, stay tuned to our next videos, streams, and podcast. Podcasts will be live every Tuesday, 4:30 GMT. So stay tuned to them. Watch my other videos too. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. GMT. Modern Preliminary. I'll be playing Boros Energy like I've been playing for the past few weeks. And I just hope you stay tuned to it. I mean, it's gonna be some fun, 4 rounds, and I'll be answering your questions between breaks, of course. I mean, between rounds. Anyways, Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and bye.